everyone, have you ever noticed why mushroom seems to appear overnight after a rainy day? Although we usually only notice mushroom on the surface, fungi are actually all around us and play a much bigger role than we might think. They help break down dead plants and animals. Because of these important roles, fungi are often known as the hidden architect of our ecosystem. For this presentation, we will use Rhizopus stolonifer, commonly known as bread mold, as our example species. This fungus is commonly found growing on the bread and other food material. As a decomposer, it helps break down organic matter and play an important role in nutrient recycling within ecosystem.
Let's look at the taxonomy of Rhizopus stolonifer. Rhizopus stolonifers belong to the kingdom fungi, which includes organisms that obtain nutrients by absorbing them from their surrounding. It is classified under the phylum Zygomycota. Next, it belongs to the class Mucoromyces, to the order of Mucorales, and its genus is Rhizopus, while its scientific name or species is Rhizopus stolonifer. This classification helps scientists identify and distinguish the Rhizopus stolonifer from each fungal species. After learning about the taxonomy of Rhizopus stolonifer, I will now explain its morphology, habitat, and nutrition. First, let's begin with its morphology. Rhizopus stolonifer is composed of conocytic or non-septate hyphae, which means the hyphae do not have cross-wall. This structure allows the cytoplasm to flow continuously throughout the hyphae, supporting efficient growth. The fungus form a cotton-like mycelium that spread rapidly across the surface of its food source. It also has rhizoid, which function to anchor the fungus firmly to the substrate while absorbing nutrients. In addition, stolon grow horizontally across the surface, enabling the fungus to spread efficiently from one area to another. Furthermore, upright structure called sporangia spore bear sporangia at their tips. These sporangia produce sporangiosspore, which are released into the air and dispersed to new locations, allowing the fungus to reproduce and colonize other suitable habitats. Now, let's move on to its habitat. Rhizopus stolonifer is commonly found on breadfruit, vegetable, and moist soil. It thrives in warm and humid environments where moisture promotes rapid growth. It is also frequently found on decaying organic matters, as this material provides the nutrient and required for its survival and development. Let's discuss its nutrition. Rhizopus stolonifer is a saprophytic fungus, meaning it obtains nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter. It begins by secreting digestive enzyme onto the food source, breaking complex organic substance into simpler molecules through external digestion. The fungus then absorbs this simple nutrient through its hyphae to support its growth and reproduction.
Next, I will explain the life cycle or reproduction of Rhizopus stolonifer. It can reproduce in two ways, sexually and asexually. First, let's look at sexual reproduction. This process occurs when two compatible fungal hyphae come into contact. The first step is plasmogamy, where the two cytoplasm of the two hyphae fuses together. Next is karyogamy, where the nuclei fuse to form a diploid nucleus. However, this diploid stage is only temporary. It undergoes meiosis to produce haploid spores. These spores are then released into the environment, where they germinate and develop into new haploid fungi under suitable conditions. Now, for asexual reproduction, which is the most common method, Rhizopus stolonifer forms specialized structures called sporangia at the tip of its hyphae. Inside each sporangium, many haploid spores are produced through mitosis. When the sporangium matures, it bursts and releases the spore into the air. If these spores land in a warm and moist environment with enough nutrients, they germinate and grow into new fungal mycelia that are genetically identical to the parent fungus. So, this is the diagram for sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction, as I explained on the slide before, where for asexual reproduction, it has only one parent, no fusion of gametes, produce genetically identical offspring, and a fast method of reproduction. While for sexual reproduction, it has two compatible mating types involved, includes plasmogamy and karyogamy. It also produces genetic variation and helps fungi adapt to changing environment.
Alright, now I will explain the ecological role of Rhizopus stolonifer. One of its most important roles, it is a decomposer. It will break down the organic matter, such as fallen fruits, vegetable, and bread. During this process, it will release enzymes that digest complex organic materials into simpler substance. Another important role is recycling nutrients into the soil. As the organic material is decomposed, essential nutrients such as carbon, nitrogen, and also phosphorus are released back into the soil. So these nutrients become available for plants to absorb, which support healthy plants' growth and improve soil fertility. In addition, Rhizopus stolonifer will support the carbon cycle. By breaking down that organic matter, it returns the carbon compound to the environment. Some of this carbon is released into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide through the respiration process, while the remaining nutrients continue to circulate with the ecosystem. So this process play an important role in maintaining the natural carbon cycle. Next, I will discuss the human impact of Rhizopus stolonifer. So this fungus has both beneficial and harmful effect on human. So it depending on situation. First, one important benefit is that Rhizopus stolonifer can decompose organic waste. It's break down that plants, materials and also other organic matter into simpler substance. Another benefit is its role in the industrial production of organic acid. Certain species of Rhizopus, including Rhizopus stolonifer, can produce organic acid such as formic acid and also lactic acid through the fermentation process. In addition, it also used in scientific research. It serves as a model organism in studies of fungal growth, reproduction, enzyme production, and also biotechnology. But however, Rhizopus stolonifer also has several disadvantages. It is well known for causing bread spoilage, so the fungus grows rapidly on moist bread, producing bad spores that make the bread unstable for consume. Besides that, it also causes fruit rotting, especially in fruits such as strawberries, peach, and also tomatoes. So this fungus enter through wood or damaged tissue. So as the result, this spoilage activity can lead to economic loss. Farmers, food manufacturers, retailers, and also consumers may experience financial loss due to reduced product quality, food waste, and shorter storage life of agriculture product. So let's move to the disease associated with Rhizopus stolonifer. So this fungus can affect both plants and also human, although infection in human are relatively uncommon. So because of that, we jump to the plant disease first. So Rhizopus stolonifer is the best known for causing Rhizopus soft root. So this is a common phosphorus disease of fruits and also vegetable. It usually infects produce through wounds or cut that occur during harvesting, handling, or transportation. Once the fungus enters the damaged tissue, it will grow rapidly, causes the fruits or vegetable to become soft, watering, and also at the end it becomes rotten. And now, we're moving on to human disease. Although Rhizopus stolonifer rarely causes disease in healthy individuals, it can cause mucormycosis, which is a serious but uncommon fungal infection. This infection mainly occurs in people with weak immune system, such as patients with uncontrolled diabetes, cancer, or organ transplants. Depending on the site of infection, mucormycosis may affect the sinus, lungs, skin, or other organs. Early diagnosis and prompt antifungal treatment are very important because the infection can progress rapidly if left untreated.
Now that we know how Rhizopus stolonifer grows, the next question is how can we prevent it? The good news is that preventing its growth is actually quite simple. First, store fruit in the refrigerator because low temperatures slow down the fungal growth. Second, keep fruit dry and reduce moisture as the fungal grow best in warm and humid conditions. Third, use proper fruit storage such as airtight containers or sealed plastic bag to reduce exposure to the fungal spore in the air. Finally, maintain good hygiene by cleaning kitchen surface regularly and throwing away spoiled food immediately. This helps prevent the fungus from spreading to the fresh food. By following this simple step, we can reduce food spoilage, minimize waste, and protect our health.
To conclude, Rhizopus stolonifer is an important member of the kingdom fungi that play a significant role in both nature and our daily life. Although it is commonly known as bread mold, it is much more than just a fungus that spoils food. As we have discussed, it helps maintain the balance of the ecosystem by breaking down dead organic matter and recycling nutrients. Understanding its characteristic, life cycle, and impact, we have appreciate both its benefits and its challenges. This reminds us that even small organisms like fungi have an important role in maintaining a healthy environment. Thank you for your attention. We hope this presentation has given you a better understanding of Rhizopus stolonifer.